I believe that my smallwood eye, my Cuban false chameleons, deserve an upgrade. One, because the smallwood eye are pretty much to their adult size, just a couple months shy of getting that real adult size. So they're due for the cage upgrade finally. And my Cubans, I've been waiting for them to, well, I would say finally lock in and be a good trio group before I built the trio cage, you know? Anyways, let's roll that intro. Howdy guys, so who's that young man right there standing, barefoot mind you? He is my little brother, and what is he doing? He is holding the other side of my wood, and why is he doing that? It's because if you've watched all my videos, I do make a comment about this every time, and it's because it's very annoying getting it started because of the weight distribution, because as you see, it does bow, because look at it, you know, I'm putting all this weight on this one bit, and I need to go around and do it to the other side, because if, say, I didn't do that, it'd be crooked, it'd be annoying, and they make things to do it, but I don't want to buy them, and on top of it, it's fairly annoying. So, you know, grab yourself your brother, or go find yourself a weird stool. That's what I typically do, but I didn't feel like doing it, so I made him do it. But also, as you're seeing, I'm aiming to drill at least 2 screws on both of the corners. Then I'll go over to his side and do the exact same thing, and then it kind of lets me work with it and screw in the rest. Real simple, real efficient, and he doesn't have to be here, which he enjoys very much. And right before the camera shuts off. Sorry guys, so my phone died actually while recording it. Not died, my camera storage said, hey, we're too full, bro, you gotta stop. So I sat down after realizing that, and when I finished that bit, which all I was pretty much doing was just having my brother hold the wood so I can screw the 2 sides in, and then I can finish it all there. So there's nothing you're missing crazy that in that part. But I fixed that little issue. By that, I did a deep clean on my phone, and I deleted, you know, like the 1/4 every lizard picture I take anytime I feed an animal. So yeah, let's get that going. You know you had to hear it, the drill, at least once in this video. Sorry it was so early. It probably won't be the only time. But as you're seeing now, we're drilling, we're screwing in all the fun stuff. A new piece of wood. What is this wood? This is the bottom. And as you see, there's still a gap right there. Thing is, what's going on here is that when I got it cut at my little area, that was cut a little misportion. I had these really long pieces of scrap wood just from the old cages, but I'm like, hey, you know what? I need to use them anyway. So I'm screwing down half, and then as you're gonna see just about now. Rate my cut. Don't worry, I edited out the part that made me look like I'm bad at it. We're using clamps. You know what that means? We're pressing 2 pieces of wood together with an adhesive of sort. As you're seeing, the clamps are applied right there. And we go over here. There's another one. Means something's going on. What's going on? As you're seeing right now, there's wood glue. Not the best adhesive, but it's what I had at the exact moment. And I feel like wood glue is always a good start before adding the crazy stuff like dry lock or like liquid nails. You know, the crazy stuff, the good stuff. You know what I mean? But overall, worked pretty well. Let's go talk about something else. So right here, this is where we essentially use this stuff as you're seeing on the screen, and you know, we just kind of bonded all that together. We went a little crazy on it. As you see, it is still there. It's a little bumped because I put a lot, and I mean a lot, on there. Then we came along and we dry locked the entire thing, its first coat. And as you're seeing here, this part's real thick white and along at the bottom, and that's because we're starting our second coat, guys. Ooh. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to dry locking, and let's go see how this goes. I'm in the cage, right? Hope this gives some perspective on the size. But as you're seeing here, there's holes because I actually tried to install the divider, and it wasn't going well because it kept bending and moving because the screws were going in, and overall, it just was not going to plan. So I added this bit, the front piece, the thing that's gonna keep all the dirt inside, you know, the base plate, you know, whatever we properly call it. So That's in there. And what I'm about to do is actually screw some right here and right there. Screw one in at the bottom. Then, you know, it should hold together good and not move around and make me have to do 100 different holes. Yeah, you see where it got real annoying, didn't it? But it's going to plan. Little snippet, little awkward moment. But yeah, now as you see, there's definitely a divider in here. So I got this done, and as you see, I put on the first coat of dry lock. We're not gonna get into that because we spoke about it earlier. But this side, as you see, I've done all the stuff. We dry locked it. But over here, you know, you still have this, the undone wood with the fun stuff. It's on the screen, and this, guys, is essentially the final product. Now this wall's new, so it's only on its second coat, where these walls are now on there about 4th. So these are practically done. I just need to coat this along with this a bit, but overall this is pretty much done, besides doing this little piece of wood, this, and then the door, and obviously the roof or the pantry. So pretty much we're doing this a little faster because I have helping hands and a camera woman. That's because these two kids wanted to watch a horrible movie called Joker 2.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna be forced to watch it because it's rated R. Too bad, dude. But you know, they're forced to watch it. I'm gonna be forced to watch it. I'm not a fan. I think the first one was good, but I hear horrible things about the second one. I guess I can't just be an asshole and say it's bad immediately. So this is one of the ways I actually mark the wood to know where to actually screw in a hole in another location. I'll just run the screw from the other side to the part that's a little harder to just, oh look, there's the piece of wood, you know? Or just use a Sharpie, which is better, but I didn't want to go inside and grab one. Pretty much what you're watching now is me cutting this piece of wood while the battery is, well, dead. It's dying. So I'm making it happen. Don't do this. It's actually pretty unsafe, and I'm an idiot, so don't do it. It's pretty unsafe to do it that way, but I wanted it done. So, my friends, as you're seeing, I'm actually cutting this in a safer manner because I swapped batteries and got a charged one, like you're supposed to do. Don't listen to the dumb things I do. You know, I'm kind of an idiot. But guys, you know, you also got a nice clean little thing on here. Look at the camera angle. Let's go to the next thing though. So, pretty much as you see, added this right here and added this along with this and this. So pretty much the roof is done besides dry locking and what's the word? Mesh. That whole area is done. So you see, we're still missing a massive front. So pretty much what we've done here is we've actually, you know, we screwed in a piece of wood at the top. Now, as you're seeing now, there is definitely some lip to it. And what we're about to do here is we're about to run the saw to the entire end, trimming that off, giving us the entire top blocker, one of the pieces to the door, guys.
Howdy y'all. So I filmed a clip that was supposed to be here, but I have no idea what happened to the clip. So I'm here to explain a little bit. So pretty much what I did was cut the plexiglass. And pretty much, guys, just make sure you're being safe and cutting slowly or you could mess it up. Again, sorry for this. I swear, I even edited the clip.
Now, what did I say? We're gonna get the doors on there. As you see, I've got in this door and it fits really well to this one little gap that isn't really a big deal. And then over here, there is kind of something. No animal that's going to go in here can get out besides the food. But I have a couple ways I'm planning on fixing that. We'll do that later. Over here, this one I cut a lot better. I'm actually going to be putting the screws in to hold it in. And I'm actually going to be going to get the thing on the screen, the glue essentially, to, well, hold it in there. Then we're going to do the roof and hopefully get it done today. Don't you love when Amazon's slow? So, you know, it's working out for me. I'm getting cameraman. But, as you see, what is this? This is a hinge, putting them on there, making things simple. Let's go watch that. Yay! Showing y'all how to put hinges in. But as you're seeing, it's fairly simple. Then you switch angles to get y'all the better view. And, you know, just screw it in. Yeah, and it works. So, as you see, I'm using hinges. Why are we using hinges? As you see, the door's here, and the reason we're using hinges is so, say these are on, the door ain't coming off, you know? And it's gonna be good for us, because if a door comes off, there's an animal that's not gonna be in there for long. Good for us. And on top of that, I made them black, so if I'm walking by and I can visibly see if they're like this, or this. So as you see, we have mesh, right? And a candle because we're doing this bit at night, and I don't want to get bit up by mosquitoes. Now, as you see over here, I've screwed in 2 screws on this mesh. And no, the screws will not be holding in this mesh. 1, because that's too many screws. 2, I don't want to do it, and I've never done it this way. We're just screwing these in for this mesh to essentially stay in one place while we, do what we need to do to get it all in, which y'all see about. Now, as you see, the mesh is here, and I'm putting a little bit of pressure down here, and it's not moving. That's because, as you know, we were using some of the... It's on the screen. I believe I know what it is. I don't want to fix it, though, in editing and all that, and re-record. But it's on the screen. And as you see, this stuff's pretty much all the way in, besides a bit here in the middle, because, well, that's wood. And I didn't want to cut right here, because only if y'all knew how long it took to cut this thing. It was a very fun process to cut this to size. I'm just gonna say it took way too long. And as you see, what did we do? We pretty much did the same thing we did on the top, but all around the corners. Why is that? It's because when we do this cage, we need things to stay inside, things to stay on the things that are on the outside to stay outside. Because, our animals are nice. I like my animals. They're expensive. They're cute. And some of them I've been raising since they were babies. And, well, one of the groups going in here I've had since, well, years now. It's my first anole, so I really want them to stay safe. All I gotta do now is remove all this stuff, vacuum. Y'all won't be able to see it. Sorry, guys, sorry. And do something that this guy on the screen suggested in the last video. Now, as you're gonna be seeing on the screen, there are open and exposed screws. Now, as you know, that honestly isn't the biggest deal to me, but someone said something, and I'm like, okay, you're right. You're making good points. And, you got to idiot-proof because animals can sometimes be a little dumb. Well, not dumb, they just have a very different kind of intelligence than what we would call intelligent when it comes to us as humans, things that build cars and planes, and, they eat bugs and they try to outcompete their predators with their brains and their bronze and all that. Very different ways of life, so yeah. But as you're now about to be seeing, I'm sorry for the rant, about to be seeing, I'm hot gluing the sides, and we're going to round the entire thing to encase it in hot glue. And what this will do is it's going to, 1, idiot-proof it like we mentioned earlier, and still keep it in a way so if necessary I can remove it very, very simple, because it is just hot glue. Then once it hardens, as you see, it's pretty much, well, idiot-proof. They can't really mess with it. The screw isn't exposed, and it's not that hard. It's just a thing. Now, I was going to do wood, but it didn't work out as I wanted. So I'm going to the drawing board of that and going to be cutting smaller pieces to play around and do this on a later date. Anyways, I think this will be the end of the video. If you liked it, let me know. And there is an unholy amount of videos sitting in my phone right now that I'm getting done right now. So into the video.